A splendid Tuesday afternoon, one and all. Gabrielle Lopez here, homegrown, and glad to bring you PTV News Now. First up in our stories this afternoon. Newly minted DPWH Chief Vince Dizon in facing the media after his official anointment as head of the embattled agency vowed to clean house and keep only the people he can depend on. Earlier today, he also cast doubt on an office section he found futile to retain because its continued existence defeats the purpose of promoting transparency and fairness in the agency's internal affairs. He told the gaggle of reporters he faced today how he finds it odd for the department to have an in-house investigating section with internal personal relationships likely getting in the way of impartial investigations, informed decisions, and proper judgments. Dizon also said he will winnow and keep all the good people and personnel in the department whose performance and records pass the smell test. The work he faces is Herculean in nature and sweep, entailing full support from an able staff of underbosses and rank and file he can trust. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. made his way to the province of Bataan to see the ongoing implementation of his zero-balance billing program at the Bataan General Hospital and Medical Center earlier today, along with Health Secretary Ted Herbosa, Governor Enrique Garcia, and officials of the hospital. He toured the wards and rooms of the facility to see the status of patients who he noticed did not fall in long lines to avail of the government's cost-free treatment and medical support in line with the Universal Health Care Act. Happy with the convenience the zero-balance billing program has brought to in- and out patients in hospitals nationwide, the president said his government is in the home stretch of full implementation of the Universal Health Care Act with its current 80% completion status. A surge in the number of protesters against lawmaker abuse of government entitlement and perks has spread to the Indonesian capital, with more boots on the ground deployed to protect the seat of government in Jakarta from mounting acts of violence. At least 500,000 angry civilians gathered near the parliament office in Jakarta under the watchful eye of anti-riot cops and soldiers all throughout the day, only to disperse after stern warning from President Prabowo Subianto to pack up and go home before sundown. But elsewhere, the protests were far from a cry of civil or edgy. In Sulawesi Island, police held their ground with tear gas and blasts of water cannon against clashing protesters in the city of Gorontalo. In Java Island's Bandung, protesters hurled firecrackers and Molotov cocktails at the provincial capital building, while the fervor of anti-parliament sentiments has also spread to the cities and towns of Sumatra Island, where thousands have taken to the streets in a show of support and unity with rally-goers all over the archipelago. And that's all for this afternoon show. Join us anew later for another round of breaking stories in our evening show. Remember to always stay connected by catching the news right here. This is Gabby Lopez, and thank you for watching PTV News Now.